What's good, y'all? Today I've changed up the scenery. I'm back. I'm doing something different. Something else. Something that's completely original and you've never seen before. Today I'm making a tier list. Right? Everybody always wonders. Everybody always got America's name in their mouth. You know, it's time to put the money where the mouth is. You know, not in a freaky way, just a real way. To be doing that, today I'm going to be ranking every single U.S. president. For reference, I actually got the idea of tier lists not just from every other fucking YouTuber on planet Earth, but from this guy in specific. Shouts out this guy. He commented. I checked out his channel and he did tier lists, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give my own little spin to tier lists. Why? Because I can fucking do anything. What? Who's gonna stop me? Hillary Clinton? Nah, she's been dead for 50 years. She can't do jack shit. Alright, I'm gonna break down the tier list for you. Right here, we have S tier. This is like the greatest of great presidents ever. And then we have A tier. A tier is just, again, they're not as good as the greatest. But, you know, they still did some really dope shit, I guess. So they deserve to be up there somewhere. Then we got the B tier. They're like better than average, but still kind of forgettable, right? B for Barack, I guess, maybe. You'll see him probably up there. C tier is like, okay, we're getting real mediocre. Some real stinky fucking policies. Some real dog shit ones. D, we're getting even worse. It's getting worse. Oh, wow, it's like an iceberg. It's really starting to sink, right? This is like the Titanic all over again. And then E tier, we're getting real down low. F tier is like, I nuked all of Wisconsin level bad in terms of presidents. And then we got fat people. Now let's get off to the start. We got George Washington. I'm already gonna sit here and say that motherfucker's an S tier. He crossed the Delaware for more than just pussy. He crossed the Delaware for so much. For American freedom. The reason you can bring a gun into Walmart and keep it by your hip, the reason you can threaten everyone around you with open carry policies is because of the Constitution this man helped form and the freedom he gave you. Never forget that when you're in every other country on planet Earth. Make sure they know that. Who crossed the fucking Delaware? It was fucking George. Alright, next. We got, King Louis the 16th. That's this guy. I know a lot about politics. This is a very informed tier list. He's gonna go in, E tier. No, wait, is this John Adams? No, this is John Adams, yeah. John Adams was a pretty cool guy. I'm gonna give him a B tier, because again, he didn't do a crazy amount of stuff, but I think he dueled a couple people. That's kind of badass personal life shit, so he's gonna go top of B tier. I'm sorry for underestimating you, John. Now we got, who is this? Thomas Jefferson, Mr. Louisiana. Louisiana Purchase. I'd purchase that pussy. You know, in a fucking instant. I'd lick his ass. No, don't take my word for that. I don't want to actually do that. Actually, no, why not? Sure, why not? He's fucking dead. I'd just be licking a skeleton. Why not? Thomas Jefferson. Once again, like George Washington, forgot to mention, he owned a couple slaves, but he did some weird, nasty Drake accusation shit with them, like RAPE, that is not very good for me, kind of idea. Yeah, but he bought Louisiana. He extended the terms. He perpetuated American colonialism. You know, I'm gonna put him in A tier. Once again, shitty guy, overall personal life, but you know, it's like they separate the art from the artist. Then we got this motherfucker here. I forgot his name. Who is this? I just looked it up. This guy is James Madison. Yeah. Apparently he ratified the Constitution whatever, ratified. Yeah, okay, he's not a fucking Pokemon. What do you mean he ratified? What did he do? Alright, New York City already ratified the USA a while ago. He's gonna go right behind in B tier. Right there, right then. Alright, next. Alright, now we got James Monroe. I looked this guy up, as you know. Very well informed. James Monroe kind of just, I don't know, looked like an aging twink. So I'm gonna put him in C tier. Forgettable as fuck. Whatever. Next we got John Quincy Adams. I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't know anything about this motherfucker, but he's already looking good because he's got those mutton chops. I saw his portrait a couple seconds ago. He's got them chops and plus a baller ass desk. He's on that pre-war good shit. He's on that fucking crazy runt business. He never told anybody though. So he's going in a solid A tier just cuz I fucking like him. Andrew Jackson, he tried to represent the working class apparently in the USA. Already by that, he's a communist and is anti-American. I'm putting him in a fucking E tier. Also, I don't like his big ass forehead. Fuck this guy. Whatever. Okay, now we got Bilbo Baggins.
Hey, Kendrick is up in his mouth, and I'm about to put my dick in it right now. Then I put it in his ass. Now he running, but nigga.
Now we got the real motherfucker, Abraham motherfucking Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, easy S tier. Easy S tier. My boy freed the slaves. My boy was friends with Harriet Tubman, right? He was tubbing with that man. He was around O Block. He knew motherfuckers, right? He was trapping out the bando. He had that John put on. And then at the end of this all, he got shot in the head while watching a play, bro. That's some fucking nuts shit. That's crazy. This guy got assassinated at the end. If you really think about it, he lived life like it was O Block. And that's why I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Abraham Lincoln was in fact the King Von of his generation. And just for that, you gotta put him in S tier. And that's where I'm gonna keep him. Alright, next, enough said.
6 bomber ass clock.
Anyway, now we come to the man who dropped the bomb himself. Nuclear warfare. Mr. Harry S. Truman. Right? That guy who just nuked the fuck out of Japan. That's really all he did. He really fucking hated Asian people. This guy like fucking hated them. If there was probably one person who said that Asians eat cats and dogs, it was probably Harry Truman. But Nuke Radio. We drop the bombs. That's what Harry Truman lived every day, right?
I just shoved a nuke up my pussy.
That's literally what this guy said, as right before he just dropped a fucking fat one on Hiroshima. Alright, and just for that, loss of life, right? That's a bit of a bitch move that you can't do it the kind of silent way, right? And just for that, I'm gonna put him in top of B tier. Cause again, he was a cold motherfucker, but also, like a lot of presidents, racist as hell. His glasses are weird, and he looks like an old wise turtle. He's like a precursor to Mitch McConnell in a way, and that I don't like that. Anyway, next, to appease gay pride, we're gonna put Dwight D. Eisenhower at bottom of A. Why? Because on top of being a good general, he was probably also great at giving top. He was probably a top tier head giver. Why? Because that guy probably knows how to suck dick. I've seen that man cross his legs. Not to assume anything, but hey, look, I've come into some run-ins. No, pause. Not like that. But this man can probably suck dick is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, next. Now, we got Mr. Brain Blast himself, John F. Kennedy, Mr. JFK, defused the Cuban Missile Crisis, was suave as hell, and had so many bitches. I don't think you understand how many bitches John F. Kennedy was actually fucking drowning in. This guy fucked Marilyn Monroe, okay? Like, this guy got anybody he wanted. Just for that, easy fucking right behind Abe. right behind Abe. Plus, he went out in a cold fucking way. They had to execute him O-Block style because black people just loved him too much. And it's such a shame. Why? This guy fucking started so much. In a lot of way, he was the Nipsey Hussle of his generation. If this was Vaughn, this was Nipsey. Right? This was Nip. If that's Vaughn. And that's where I'm going to leave that. You can just keep that up to yourself, right? R.I.P. Jackie. Hopefully you're eating sheet metal in a better place. Anyway, next. Now we got LBJ himself. Lyndon Blowjob Baines Johnson. Right here, we got Lyndon, I don't know, goofy guy, liked to get his pants tailored a lot, didn't really do jack shit aside from interact with royals. I don't know, I watched like one episode of The Crown. Just for that, he's gonna go like right up here in B tier, because I don't know, he seems like a smug guy, he seems like a nice guy. He seems like the kind of guy who you know, he's that motherfucker. He just walks around. He probably got some good shit too. You know, he was probably like, yo, fist bumping motherfuckers. He was a little fat, but not fat enough to actually qualify for fat people tier. Again, I also judged them really waist up. So Lyndon didn't really have that much shape. He just had a beer belly. And what's more American than a beer belly? Anyway, next. We got now Richard Nixon. Mr. Watergate. This is the president that made America squirt. He made Watergate happen. I mean, aside from a little president over here later down the line. But anyway, Richard Nixon, super secret spy, master of that motherfucker. The only one to resign, though, so that's a bit of a bitch move. And just for all this considered, right, you could have stepped up. If you were like a real fucking hustler, if you really thought like 50 Cent, you could have just stayed in. You didn't have to resign for nobody, for jack shit. Alright? And just for that, I'm gonna put him in fucking top of C tier. Alright, cause a bitch move, bitch cop out. Anyway, next. Gerald Ford. This guy did nothing, I think, aside from just maybe ending Vietnam. For that, again, trustworthy guy, but bottom of C. Cause you do jack shit, you get jack shit. Alright, anyway, next. Now we got Jimmy Carter. I give props to this guy because this motherfucker old, right? But at the same time, whatever, right? Who cares? Just because you're old doesn't mean you got all the fucking street cred you think you do, Jimmy. I don't know how you're still alive, if I'm being dead honest with you, but I gotta give you some props. So just for that, I'm gonna give you middle of B. That's where I'm gonna put you. Most of these guys are in B tier. Alright, now we have Mr. Black Crack up the back. I'm gonna move that shit to your neighborhood. The real pusher. You wanna talk about the best crack dealer of all time? It's Ronald fucking Reagan. Alright? All of these pussy-ass motherfuckers think it's Escobar with his billion-dollar fortune. It was fucking Reagan. This guy dealt crack to every black person, like, alive in the 80s. But he still fucking sat there and, like, hung out with Michael Jackson. Alright? This guy was like that motherfucker. Plus being the oldest in office at the time. But again, drawback, he made drinking laws. But I don't know, I get it. You gotta do some stuff to appease the people. So, you know, just to make the Republicans watching this video happy, because I know how much you love to Schmeat ride this man, I'm gonna put him right behind Tommy Jefferson. That's where Ronald R. Reagan's going. R.I.P. Nancy, though. She a good woman. She was a good woman. Right, anyway, now we got the first Bush. The first George Bush. George H.W. Bush. Right? George H.W. Bush. Big Gulf War enthusiast. That's all I can say. And just for that, I've tried out golf in the past. You should go watch that video. I'm gonna put it actually up in the top screen, right? That little info bar. Watch my golf video if you want to see me just fucking smash Tiger Woods' records. Anyway, he liked golf. He liked Iraq just like his son, and he did the Gulf War. So for that, I'm gonna give him a right behind Nixon. Right behind Nixon, he gets high C tier. And now
We got the smoothest talking, the best one, the best president in the entire land who did not ever have any sort of sexual relations with any woman in the past, ever. Mr. Billary, Bill Clinton.
Alright, this man was so cool, because he was sitting there just bombing the fuck out of Yugoslavia while he got his fucking nuts sucked by Monica. Apparently this guy really loved to get his fucking balls sucked. I mean, who fucking doesn't though, right? So just for that, right, I'm gonna give him like high B tier, just cause for B for balls. Now we got George W. Bush. George W. Bush is incredible, but again, Kanye said this guy doesn't like black people. I beg to differ. Maybe this guy does. I don't know. He seemed like he could shake hands. A bit of a fucking numbnuts, right? And he'd always say, "We are gonna find Bin Laden. Anyway, watch this golf swing." And he'd hit like a fucking crazy under par sort of thing. And just for that, right? Guy was good at golf, but like hated Iraqis. And kind of an idiot. So for that, I'm gonna put him right behind John Adams over here. Now we got B-Money Barack Obama. Barack Obama kind of did jack shit, aside from, I mean, he killed Bin Laden, but, and made Obamacare, which didn't really do much good. I don't know, B-Money might not be the move. But still, B for Barack, I'm gonna put him right in front of Baines. That is gonna be controversial, but he's going right in front of Baines. That's B tier right there. B tier material. Alright, next. Now we got the greatest, the best, the most huge president of all time, Donald J. Trump. Best businessman, loves covering stuff in shitty gold. He acts like a fat fucker because of how many Big Macs and Diet Cokes he eats in a day. I mean, he built a wall against the Mexican. Don't fuck with how you're doing that to my hermanos. That's kind of fucked. But he's probably gonna win the next election. So just because he's got that upper hand against fucking, you know, ice cream muncher supreme over here, I'm gonna give him a top of C tier. But I'm gonna put him in the same category as Spies. Cause I don't know, he just seems like a bit of a shady guy who's probably in a fuck ton of debt, if we're being honest with you. Just look up Donald Trump Atlantic City, and that's all you gotta know. Anyway, next. And now here we are. We have Ice Cream Supreme, Diaper Shits McGee, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. I fucking hate this guy. This guy's fucking old and has so much dementia. And he doesn't do anything except trade dangerous arms dealers for Brittany Griner. He's the elite and he eats children for a living. And I fucking hate this guy so much. He's going in fat people. He's going in fat people. That's how much I fucking hate this guy. He's going second in terms of fat people. Just ranked by weight. Because all of that fucking dead weight from the dementia is weighing him down. And that is that's the complete tier list. Right? I'd say I did pretty well. No final revisions needed to be made. So, yeah, pretty nice. Alright guys, that's been the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked it. I hope you go down, you smash that like button, you hit subscribe, and you follow all of my pages. Make a MySpace page for me and you fucking follow that shit. Most of you don't even fucking know what MySpace is, probably. Drop any sort of tier list recommendations in the bottom if you want to hear any more fucking wild and out 2007, 2008 Nick Cannon kind of fucking crazy bars in these tier list videos. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. And I hope you had a good time with this one. You know, farewell, goodbye, kiss kiss my maidens. Peace the fuck out. Bye-bye.